Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. And hopefully today goes a lot better than the other day when I was making a mess of everything. I was going through a pile of scrapbooking 12 by 12 paper that I had gotten at a garage sale from a lady who decided no longer to scrapbook. And I found an absolutely gorgeous piece of paper, but I really wouldn't use it for a scrapbook page. But it fits the stamp I'm going to be using this month, which is, this month. Today is the Divinity Designs Birthday Flower of the Month for February. I did the January one a couple of days ago, and I got to get caught up. I have the February that I'm going to do today, and then in a couple more days, I'll do the March one. But I found this paper, and I said it was gorgeous. Which had February's flower of the month on it, which is a violet. And today I'm going to be letting the scrapbook paper do all the work for me. This was a full 12 by 12 sheet of this with a wide strip of this purple and a darker strip of purple on the paper already. So we're just going to put that together. Let the paper be your guide. Now, the only thing I need to cut out today is this large circle die. I got this at either Joann Fabrics or Hobby Lobby. It's just a layered lacey die, and I want to use the circle. And then, and I think it'll just fit. Yes, it'll just fit. Then the stamp itself, I'm just going to use the rubber stamp, but this birthday blessings, I want to die cut out, and there is a die cut for that. Let's see, which one is that one? Is that this one? Yes, that'll be for the birthday blessing. So I'm going to die cut that out at the same time because it's the only thing we need to die cut. And I'm using my new Anna Griffin Empress machine. Cut that out right now. I'm loving this machine. It saves these arthritis hands a whole lot of effort. Okay. Look at that. I love that circle. I'll clean this mat off later. I'm going to save this piece of paper because I need that for a template when I go to stamp on it. Okay, we can set this aside, and I'll turn my machine off here. All right, so let's start doing what we're going to do. We'll start with the stamping because I need to let that dry a little bit. So I'm going to start, and I'm just going to stamp this first. And I'm going to take the flower, and I want to kind of center it. Oh, goodness. Haven't used this before, and it's already got cat hair on it. It's because I opened it. So I'm going to put that a little bit towards the top, but centered also. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair Nocturne because this ink, well, for one, it stamps absolutely, positively pure black, but it also works well with alcohol inks that I'm going to use to color the flower today. And need a little bit more pressure. Sometimes you need a lot of pressure, sometimes you don't. Oh, that's beautiful. So we'll clean that off real quick. Just a little water, and I'm using a paper towel because that's what I have handy. Now, I'm going to use all stamp parts of this design, like I did with the last card. So on this frame, the only thing I'm going to add to it is the February. And I want to kind of put that at the bottom in the stem. See if I can get that somewhat centered. Beautiful. And clean that off a little bit. Set that aside. Now I'm done stamping this. And I have my grip mat in here from Waffle Flower. And I don't need the top part of this. Save that scrap. What I'm going to do is take the birthday blessings and fit that inside the opening. Just like that. Have that pick up. There we go. Now I'm going to put the die cut that we just did back into the middle. Hopefully. And now ink this up, and this should stamp, being the key word, with a perfect margin. We shall see. And oh, it did. Okay. I was cutting it out and then putting the stamp, but I saw Kathy Zielski do this, that she learned from somebody else by putting it back in there, and that worked great. Pardon me. I have had a chronic cough ever since I had the wonderful COVID virus at Thanksgiving time, and it just doesn't want to go away. Okay, so now we're going to start assembling the card. Let's put my die cut back there. I'll need to clean that out later. It left some of the pieces in there, and that's not a problem. So I'm going to take this. It's a textured, and I think I'll put the textured side up. So I'll just get my glue. Oh, and this piece, and I forgot to tell you the measurements. I'm doing a 10 by 7 card that I've scored at the 5-inch mark, folded it in half, and today I'm going to be making a horizontal card. This piece measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And I just want to kind of center that down. Now, I chose this piece from the whole sheet of paper because I wanted to see if I could get a couple of these violets in there. The butterfly, I think, is going to get covered up, but this piece measures 4 1/2 inches square. You could do this with any pattern paper, but since this paper was already nice, it was perfect. But when it was whole, this strip was wider, so you only ended up with a little bit of this pattern on the paper. And I wanted as much of the pattern on here that I could get. But I also wanted to use this piece. Now this piece measures 1 3/4 inches by 4 1/2 inches. And we're going to glue that down. And I think I'm running out of glue here, but I have enough to get through. Now I'm going to put this off to the side so that there's a gap between the two. And then this I'm going to be putting over it like that. Now clean up my extra glue. Now I kind of want to put this in place to see where I want it, because I'm going to stamp again. But I need my larger stamping platform for this one, because I'm going to stamp on the card. I'm going to take the birthday blessings and put up here, I believe. It'll fit. I think I'm going to angle it like that. And then I want to take the violet, modest, what does that say? Can't read that. Modest faithfulness and virtue. That's what a violet means. And I want to put it down here in this corner. And this is going to come up. So let's see. I will use a temporary Zot on the inside. And it'll be temporary because I'm going to put it in my fingers and kind of smush it up a little bit so it's not as sticky. We'll see if this helps. Yes, that'll help. All right, now we'll ink these up. Try and get this on camera for you. No, wait a minute. I don't need to stamp the birthday blessings. We cut it out. I wanted to pop it up. So we just need to stamp the violet. And there we go. Do a little bit more on that. I guess I could have just went with the birthday blessings stamped on here and that would have looked fine. All right. So there. Now clean that off. And stick it back over here. Put the lid on my ink because we're done stamping and with all the ink. Now we're just going to color. So for my flower, I'll use this piece of scrap paper. I chose two colors of my Ohuhu alcohol markers, V377 Light Purple and V366 Potato Purple. I don't remember which one's the lighter color. Okay, so I'm going to do the flower in the potato purple. And this might be darker. Let's see. Yep, all right, I'm doing it right. See how it looks different on different colors paper? This is a lighter weight paper than what I put the... No, it shouldn't be. We cut it out of the same. But it's a violet. And I'm just going to cover the whole thing, even these accent pieces, because I'm going to accent them with that other color marker. Okay. I'll pause while I'm coloring. I won't pause, but I'll pause talking while I'm coloring. Found if I talk when I'm coloring, sometimes I go outside the lines. Okay, now I'm going to use the light purple, which seems strange. I think I want the bigger end here for the accent color. And I'm just scribbling it on. No need to stay in the line. Because you know, violets are all different shades and colors. And their color stops partway up the leaf. Sometimes it extends all the way to the tip of the leaf. And I want to darken a little bit here. Okay, now for the center. This is going to sound strange, but this was the closest I could come to a yellow that actually looked yellow. It's a FY010 fluorescent yellow. And kind of, if it'll fluoresce, and it's not going to fluoresce. I'll just do a little bit. I'll go over it a couple of times. I guess it's not going to fluoresce. It's as close as I could get to the yellow to make it look yellow. All right, now for the greens, I've got G370 Viridian and G364 Seedling green. Let me see which is the lighter color. Okay, I want to use this one, the Seedling green, for the stem. Okay, now I want to use the Viridian for the accent marks, just to give a little highlight, not putting it everywhere, a little different shading. Okay, now I'm going to get a piece of scratch paper because I want to take, these edges are just too bright. So I want to take a little bit of this GinaK Designs Dark Lilac, which is appropriate. Let's see what I got on my brush. And I just want to do the edges of the lace. Using a fairly heavy hand, but I'm trying not to go too far into the circle, though it would be all right if you did. Just a little bit here and there. And I did go into the circle, so I will kind of do that all the way around then to make it look like that's how it's supposed to be. Just a little shadow. I should have masked it off, but it's okay. This is going to work. And I'll take just a lighter hand to get the edges and make them all look like they were supposed to be. There. And that'll go there. Okay, now I'm going to pop this up with, oh, what do I have here? Okay, I've got this strip of sticky tape that was left over from the circles. I'll just cut a few pieces of this and put it on the back. That's actually pretty on the back. I never throw these out. You can always use the pieces parts. Save everything. Well, not everything. There are some things I do end up pitching. All right, that should be good. Now we'll peel the back off here. Easier said than done. That kind of just like that. Now see what I want to do with the birthday blessings. I think I'm going to put it there. And I will use just my low loft foam strips that are an 1/8 inch. Piece there. This was also a low loft, but it's a little bit taller than my 1/8 inch strips. We are almost done. Now let me look this over, make sure where I really want to put this before I put it down. I could put it there on the circle. You know what? It's going on the circle. Okay, now the last thing I want to do is I want to put some bling on it. But I don't have any purple. You know what? I might even do one of these in yellow. Let's see. So one thing nice about alcohol inks is you can color your clear rhinestones into any color you want. So let's see if I just pick this up. It's not going to have sticky on it. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's put a drop of glue. Where is my, oh, here it is. Little glue dot right there in the middle. Get my close to my heart wax pencil. And okay, where did you go? Well, I'll just make a new one. Oh, it's, peel that off. Turn it over. Wrong end of the pencil. There, now I've got the brighter circle center that I wanted. Now I'm going to turn some of these into purple, and it doesn't really matter what color purple I choose. So I'm just going to turn, I think that many. All right, now see where I want to place them. See how nice that made them purple shiny. No need to buy all different colors of these. Just buy them in clear, color them yourself. I think I want to put 3 right here under the saying. Now these are all on a solid strip, so when you peel them off individually, they're no longer sticky. And if you leave them on, then you could end up having some of their sticky glue showing where you don't want it to show. Well, come on. Put them on the glass, that'll be better. No, it has a little too much sticky left on it. Okay, we've got 3 there. Let's place that one a little bit more even. You know, I might take another yellow one and put it in the center of that. And that would be 5 on this card, which I think will be plenty. Just to highlight that violet a little bit more. Let's try it. That's it. I'm stopping. Oh, what did I do? I got some black ink up there. Oh, how did I do that? Okay, not coming with a sand eraser, so I'm take one of these purple ones and put a purple one here. Well, not as messy as yesterday's video, but still a little messy. There we go, covered up perfectly. That's it. I love this stamp set. And I can't believe it's only like $16.94 a month with free shipping. So I signed up for the whole month, or the whole year. And I have March's to do next, and then I'll just wait for the April shipment. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have an absolutely great rest of your day.